like I said earlier. But no, they need a bonus for robbing the bank. Print this pretend money, these promise notes, just like you want to make a promise to Wall Street. The taxpayers will give to Wall Street, but reverse the flow. Send a stimulus check to the people. Let them decide how to invest. Let the people buy a car, open a savings. That'll stimulate the economy. Yep. Our government and Wall Street for the past 50 years keep throwing people smaller and smaller. Crumbs! Crumbs! A bone! Here's a bone! Live on that! Like I said earlier. See the fish? Learn how to breathe underwater. That's their mind. That's the elitist mind. Inflation is a big scam to further... Now, how long have we had TV? About 50 years. In that 50-year time period, they've so brainwashed, so indoctrinated, they're loan sharking, they're consume. You don't need nothing. All you need to do is sign up. You know, most of the cars that are being sold now, more than half of them are not sold. They're leased. So you can get in that car, pay some ridiculous lease, never have any equity in anything. They don't want you to have any equity, any net worth. They don't think any of their peasants out there deserve to have any net worth. You know, and the ones that play along with the game, the business, it trickles down, this corruption trickles, the shit flows downhill. You know, and so that's how your crappy businesses are getting worse and worse. How they take care of their customers, but take care of their employees. They don't take care of their employees. They're nuts and bolts. They're disposable parts. This is a contagious disease. Unbelievable. Just beyond belief. You know, and the people are just numbed, dumbed down. The schooling, the education is not to get you creatively thinking, inspired to be anyway, that's enough money to cancel out every mortgage. If they were really concerned about you, they would have a 7-year maximum so that you're not in debt forever. 7-year maximum on mortgages. If you can't pay off that house in full in 7 years, you can't afford it. You shouldn't be buying it. Yeah, pass some laws that show obvious care for the people. We got big government. They're just so money crazed. I'm going to tell you again. This was right before the election. Obama, McCain, Bush. All three of them rushed in, passed that through, slipped that by you, and you know what? While that was going on, the first $800 billion bailout, the first time they pulled that scam, 85% of the people in the polls being surveyed on the internet, was people were going, wait, what? We don't really want that, no, all three of them. I don't care what party. They slipped that through, pushed that, shoved it through, because all that they are interested in is burglarizing your house. It's quite simply a burglar job, okay? And they got away with it, and they know that you have a little bit more that they can still get away with. They pass these laws, heap on, and they're just hoping that there's not going to be any protesting, that there won't be civil disobedience, there won't be another revolution. 200 years ago, people were willing to get in boats, cross the ocean, pitch a tent in the forest, pitch a tent out in the woods. This new world, the country that was founded by radical Christians that went out of their way to get in boats, come over here, pitch tents, live, go hunt a turkey to survive, was better than the oppression in Europe, because everybody was treated like a peasant. All your laborers taxed to death, give it all to some corrupt king. We got the same crap going on today. It's so corrupt, it's so ridiculous, nuts out of control. Nuts out of control. Wake up. Hey, go watch Drinking with Bob. He's got some great videos. What's next? I'll tell you what's next. What's next? We're in this oppressed, everybody's nothing but a peasant to our big government. Our big government that's going to tax you, take that money, burglarize you, give it to their buddies, spread it around. You know what? If only 1% to 5% of that ever trickles back down to the average Joe. Hoop-de-doo. What's in the news? Oh, you're going to save $13. The average American is going to save $13 every week on their paycheck. You know what? That's an incentive of like $700 this year. Oh, you know, they're going to give you that incentive. Boy, that turns me on. I'm so turned on. Does anybody have a calculator? Here's a calculator. $700 a year? Oh, they're going to give you $700 a year, but you know what they're going to take from you? $200,000 a year. Where's the math in that? Is everybody that dull? Is everybody just that stupid? You know what? Collectively, somebody needs to get this thought through. You know, talk about a need for a revolution. George Washington must be rolling over in his graves. These revolutionary characters, they were fighting oppression. You know, it was a twofold whammy. Number one, they were escaping religious persecution and taxation persecution. You know, something just isn't humane about treating other people like peasants. 100 years passes by and we got the slave thing. You know, we got Adolf Hitler. You know, he killed 6 million Jews. That was one thing, but umpteen millions of other people that were challenging him. Here's another little tip of info. Obama wants a national police. We don't have enough prisons. We don't have enough sheriffs and police departments already. We don't have enough of that already. He wants a national police as big as the military, which is essentially to say, excuse me, as big as the Air Force, the Marines, the Army, all put together. A national police that big? For what? For what? To have another dang Gestapo? Who's he want to round up and hurt up? You know, the holdouts that don't want to jump on the bandwagon and chip me, 666. You know, and then the other flip side of that, you got a whole Christian world, all the churches, all the denominations have embraced and adopted this I'm going to get bailed out rapture mentality. Have any of you guys checked out? Oh boy.